Hi there, this is Lady Jamers again, and right now I have a pin tag. I just want to tell you, one of the main reasons I got into pin collecting was to do a pin tag. I thought they are so cool. I just have to have enough pins to actually do a tag. And then I got addicted. And let me tell you, it's not a cheap addiction, but it's so much fun. So, anyway, there are a lot of pin tags that I liked. And since I'm just beginning, I thought, why don't we hold off on the holiday ones? Holiday questions, that's another story. Holiday pins, I have some Halloween and 2 Christmas. And that's about it for the holidays there. I have one on that I bid on, the Mickey with the American flag. That could be considered Americana since I'm American. But let's get to the pin tag. This is from Magical Martini and the Disney Sisters, who I saw it on the Disney Sisters their Facebook page, not their Facebook page, their YouTube page, and I immediately screenshotted it and thought, I want to do this. So I asked them personally, and both of them said, sure, go at it. So anyway, I have everything lined up, and just another distraction here. They have, as you know, the Skyliner is open, and I saw this and had to get it. Now I think hopefully when it comes out it'll be right side up because it looks backwards to me. But funny thing about this pin, sometimes jumping the gun is not always the best thing. I spent $10 more than I should have. But isn't it the prettiest pin ever? Josh from Resort TV1 was showing on his little video, and it says there's magic in the air, and he goes, everybody knows where that's from. And I was sitting on the other side of the video going, yes, yes. It's one of my favorite songs from Muppet's Christmas Carol. There's magic in the air tonight. And so, can't wait to ride this when I go back to Disney World. And as I was going through, one of the questions is your favorite ride. And I've often said, and it's still true, that Haunted Mansion and Pirates Caribbean have always had a spot, and so has Country Bears. So I had to get a Country Bears pin, and there's 2 parts of Country Bears I absolutely love, because I love it all. And one is with, they look like 3 sisters in the blue, and I looked up that pin, massively expensive, and I only found 1 pin. And then I saw this big owl who's also favorite, and I thought, I have to get this pin, and did not know how big it was. The pin is as big as owl. Isn't this adorable? You can hear him sing a song as you see this. Now, this is not an official Disney pin, and I can see going on Antiques Roadshow and going, it may not be an official pin, but look at it, autograph. It's worth da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Wouldn't that be nice? So, that's one of my favorite attractions, one of my favorite things to do. Is go to the Country Bears. Now, on to the show. And of course, my thing, I have it. Now, I can tell you, because I've gone over this time and time again, what is your favorite park? My favorite park is Magic Kingdom, and it's one of the pins I got for this because I wanted to have a picture of Cinderella's Castle, and I couldn't decide on which one I wanted, so I got 3. And if you see a flashing light, that's my part of the Halloween decorations. So the one interesting thing about this pin is if you look very carefully, you'll see Mickey's head in the background. I thought it was clouds. That's Mickey's head. It's a hidden Mickey. And what actual land do you is your favorite? I finally got it. Share the pin that represents your favorite Disney park land. Now, one of my absolute favorite lands is Fantasyland. It always has been. And Ariel and Eric represent that. One of my, I have 2 favorite spots in Fantasyland. And one is the pathway to Rapunzel's bathroom. And the other is Ariel's ride. It doesn't show everything in the movie, but shows enough. And Eric's very handsome. He's number 2 on the favorite Disney prince. And she's also part of a question of which character do you want to meet. And I very, very, very much would love to see breakfast with Rapunzel, Flynn, Eric, and Ariel. That is a dream of mine. And what is your favorite Disney park castle? And as I said before, it is Cinderella's Castle. There is something about Cinderella's Castle. It truly is like home. It's home. That's all there is to it. And favorite ride. Now, if you were listening, you heard the answer to those questions. But here is the pin representing him. Haunted Mansion. I have a couple of Haunted Mansion pins I got to represent Halloween. And I thought this one was cool with the 3 hitchhiking ghosts. And up there you can see the Haunted Mansion. Even though I think that's more of Disneyland's Haunted Mansion. I think this is it. Yeah, this is a Disneyland pin. And also, we have Pirates of the Caribbean. This is my absolute favorite spot ever. From the first time I saw Pirates to the first time I saw the movie, I just love this part. And favorite encounter with a person from, here we see, favorite encounter you had in the park, character encounter. So this is my girlfriend Rapunzel. This actually I got this this past August. It was the first pin that I got before I was into pin trading. I got an absolute gorgeous pin of the Cinderella Castle. So much so, that when I gave it to the person that I was intending to give it to, said, "Do you really want to pass this up?" Go back in time? Maybe not. It had Mickey balloons coming out of the castle. But I had 2 encounters with Rapunzel, and the first was a meet and greet, and the second one was in Epcot when we were getting off the boat to tour more of Epcot. And so, meeting your favorite character, now that is something special. Favorite food and snack, that has to be Dole Whip. And here's my, I think it's Tinkerbell Dole Whip in the Hidden Mickey one, but I absolutely love, love, love Dole Whip. Favorite thing to do while you are at the parks. Since I wasn't pin trading at the parks last time, I'll call this not just for the pin trading night, but for buying. I love shopping. Pins, t-shirts, you name it. That I love. And I got this because it had Raymond on it. I needed a Raymond pin. And favorite resort. The next time I go, I'm going to Pop, and I'm actually looking forward to it because, as many of my YouTube friends have said, that you basically go to the resort to sleep, and being on the site, you can go to any of the different resorts. You don't have to stay at your one resort, and that's another reason to go to Pop, and this is another reason to go to Pop. And I went to the Polynesia the first time because that's what my nephew likes, and it's kind of hard to start at the top and then go down. But I actually am really looking forward to my next trip, and I am going back to the Polynesian to go to Ahana and do my absolute favorite thing that I did when I was at the Polynesian. Sitting on the beach, watching the fireworks and the electrical parade. I have a video of the electrical parade that I took. It's kind of mixture of pictures and video, but I do have it on my YouTube page. I would say put a link here, but I don't know how to do that yet. So, anyway, this represents the Polynesian. This is the hidden Mickey that's on the floor. And my family thought I was crazy for taking a picture of this. And I have it in my photo album, and it's one of my absolute favorite pictures. So when I saw that they had it in a pin, this girl needed it. It wasn't a want, it was a need. So, favorite character that you haven't seen, but you would like to. We went to Be Our Guest for dinner. Massively expensive. My nephew paid. He has a nice job. That's why he can stay at the Polynesian. But anyway, I thought Belle and Beast would be at Be Our Guest, but it's just the Beast. So I got to meet the Beast, but I didn't get to meet Belle. She's my number 2. And I would love to meet her. I did get to meet Alice in Wonderland, who was my childhood favorite when I was little. I used to make my mother read the Disney book version of Alice in Wonderland over and over again. And I told that to Alice when I saw her, and she went to my mom and said, "You're the storyteller. You're the storyteller." Completely ignored me after that. But I got my picture with her. So, land that you haven't seen but you would like to see someday. My first trip to Disney was Disneyland in 1976. And I basically saw everything in Disneyland I wanted. They have since had, Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, Toontown, California Adventure, and this one is one that I like to see. The Cars Land. I would like to see that. I don't have to see it, but it would be nice to see someday if I'm ever in California again. So, for this tag, I've contacted a couple of my buddies to just make sure that they wanted to do the tag. One of them is Cargo619, who did these ears for me. I asked her, I said, "So, do you have any fabric with a Porg and R2-D2 in it?" Because they're two of my favorite characters in Star Wars. And she said yes, and as you can see, she made them for me. She is tagged for this, and Cargo and anybody else who wants to do this, I'm going to write down all the questions to the thing on the description part. I always find that to be easier when I'm watching people's videos. And also, just want to show you my shirt here that I have. This is my Stormy Night. And I get so many compliments on this shirt when I wear it. It's kind of cool. One on a theme of Van Gogh Starry Night. And the other person I tag is Perfectly Cat. Cat said yes to this, and she said, might not get to it right away, but I'm game for anything. And the third person I'm going to tag, you don't have to do this if you don't want to, because, but I like to tag Mickey's Magic 28. Meg, I hope you're feeling good and everything. I'm tagging you for this tag. And anybody else who wants to do this, I'm sure you can do it. The Disney sisters and Magic or Martini would get a big kick if their little thing went out there. It's, I'm sure they believe like I do. Imitation is the sincerest form of flattery, and that you want it means it must be good. So anyway, thank you for watching, and I hope to see everybody's answers. Remember to like, subscribe, and tell your friends. This is Lady Jamers. Have a great evening. Bye-bye.